Hey guys, this is Danny Ives again with Ivy League Mixed Martial Arts, an affiliate of Team Lloyd Urban located in Severna Park, Maryland. I put a video up about a month ago, maybe a little longer, and I was showing the over-under guard pass, which I think is an excellent guard pass. I showed it without the gi, and I had a little bit of good feedback. A lot of guys were asking, well, if the guy pushes your head, how do you counter when the guy pushes your head away or things like that? So I'm going to kind of give you a little bit more. It's kind of like step 2, step 3 with the over-under guard pass there, okay? So if Brandon's down here, the over-under guard pass, the name comes from being under one leg, over the other leg, okay? Get into position. Okay, I showed this in the other video. If you need to see it again, just watch that other one. Here, I'm on the hip. Anytime I get here and a guy pushes my head, and typically they'll push your head this way, or they'll push your head the other way, but usually they're going to push your head away from the leg you're under, usually, which is the right thing to do because you want to come to that side. Whenever I get that here, go ahead, Brandon. Guy pushes my head away, I take my hand that would normally be down here on the leg, and I come up and I clear that hand off my head. So usually, if the guy's pushing my head away, yeah, give me like a real good stiff arm there. Guy stiff arm me here, I can't get my head down. Sometimes I try to roll my head back to the position, but a lot of times it hurts my neck. I don't like to do that too much. So if the guy's pushing my head here, I usually bring this arm up and I clear that wrist off. Then I get my head back in position. It's really important when you do the over-under guard pass that you try to keep your head as much on the guy's hip as you can, okay? And the hip of the leg that you're already underneath. It's very important that your head does not get pushed over here. If he pushes your head here and your head's down, he's going to come out the side on you, okay? Guy comes out the side, that's a tough battle to win. Don't want that. I come in here, I'm on the hip tight with this hand here. Strong grip. Another really important detail is that this elbow does not flare. That elbow is tucked tight to my ribs the whole time. I never flare my elbow out. If I do this with my elbow, the guy's going to put his hand on my elbow, push the hand up, and get the leg free. Okay, straighten out the arm, Brandon. He's going to do this. So I want to make sure when I'm here, I'm like this and I have my chin right on the guy's hip. Here. Got my weight sag. You see my legs are kind of spaced out a little bit. If I'm in here, I keep that hand on the leg. I kick that leg off. Boom. Right here around the hip. I had another fellow, he asked me, he said, why do you not go to the head? Why stay down at the hip? Well, you want to stay down at the hip and the leg because you control the hips. Much better to pass the guard. If you go to the head here, you lose that control of the hips, and the guy's usually able to shrimp away here, Brandon. They'll shrimp away and get that bottom leg back in position. That's why I don't go to the head. Not that going to the head is wrong, I just don't like it that much. Plus, I actually had experiences with guys, when you try to go here, they'll try to come down on your arm with the arm crush techniques, things like this here. So I don't like to go into the head. I leave that hand down here by the hip, and I slide my legs underneath. Then I take this arm out, control, again, look what I'm controlling, guys. The trunk, the hips. That's what I want to control here if I'm going to keep them flat. Especially without the gi. Passing the guard is hard enough, but when you're not trying to control the hips and keep that guy flat, it's even harder. Without the gi, you're not grabbing on anything. You're using all body mechanics there. Okay, so again, here, I get in this position, my over-under, he pushes my head. Here, I come up and I clear that hand off my head here. I can also roll my head out, but typically, again, guy pushes my head out of position, I'm trying to drive in, I clear. Now I get my head back in position here. Push, boom, come right through the pocket, knee comes underneath, coming over, controlling the hip the whole time, all right? So hopefully that'll troubleshoot some of that over-under stuff for you guys. If you need more information on my classes, check out my website, AnnapolisMMA.com.